Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the RH Hall Crown Verities Barbecue Battle. I'm delighted to be a judge and also to do a masterclass now on barbecuing. And I'll be showing some tips and just let you try some different rubs, some sauces, some Brazilian food. And we're even going to have a barbecue cocktail. So, do you all barbecue? Yes. I've got to say, the Crown Verity barbecues are the best commercial barbecues in the world. There is no doubt about that. What we've done with this one, it's identical to that one there. We've just taken the hood off so that you can see me, because I am a little short. And but this one is in place. This is purpose-built here for Blenheim Palace, and they can really do volume. You know, they can do thousands of people. I've got a 30 that can fit in my 4x4. I've had it 4 years. Last week I did a demonstration in London, and I did 1,600 portions in one day. You know, they really are fantastic, especially for volume. You get that consistency of cooking. They're very durable, hard wearing. They really, really are the best. But let's crack on. So what makes good barbecue? Well, it's about intense flavours. It's about going overboard, really, with your spices, with your rubs, with your marinades. Now I'm going to pass around some rubs now. If you could have a smell, and don't eat it. Just have a smell of them. These are all different ones. Let me pass one out there. Pass another one out here. What's a rub? Well, it's nothing sexual. It's sugar and spice and everything nice. Most of them are 25% salt, 25% sugar. You might think that's quite a lot of salt and sugar, but if you put garlic powder onto a chicken and then cooked it, it wouldn't taste very nice. But if you combined it with salt, with sugar, and then cooked it, wow. So that's what a rub is. Many of them have got paprika in, cayenne pepper, lots of different, not ordinary salts. You might have celery salt, onion salt, different types of sugar. And what I do with the rubs, I simply sprinkle them over the meat, whatever I'm cooking, or the fish, even vegetables. Marinate them for at least half an hour. If you marinate anything, it's a good idea to do it in a Ziploc or plastic bag, because it will marinate in twice the time, or half the time, you know what I mean. And pop that in the fridge. Now I've got some meats here that I've been cooking for quite a few hours. I've got 6-week aged beef that's got cacao and coffee rub on it. It's one of the emerging flavours coming out this year. Cacao, we're seeing it in a lot of things. I've also got a leg of lamb that I've cut the knuckle off and butterflied. And I've got a chimichurri type Brazilian sauce to go with that, so that's going to be really nice. And you'll be able to try those later for lunch. So the rub's a good thing to put on, whatever meat you're cooking. The next thing is the sauce. Now a lot of people just take the sauce cold and then pour it onto whatever they're cooking. Now you wouldn't go to a nice restaurant to have a steak Diane with a cold mushroom sauce, would you? No, it wouldn't taste very nice. Exactly the same with barbecuing. So what I'll do is let you try my own barbecue sauce cold, and then you can try it hot. And we'll just see if I'm right. So this is a smoky barbecue sauce. Many are tomato based. This one's apple based. So it's a little bit different, but quite smoky. What I'll do, if you grab a spoon and try the sauce, you could pass that round, that would be great. And this side as well. Keep your spoon and just pass them round. That's great. Now what I've done, this is exactly the same sauce. I haven't done anything to it apart from just warm it up. So we'll let you try this. You need a good paintbrush as well to brush on your meats. In 2009, my sauce came second in the world, but I can't remember what I put in it. It was a bit of this and a bit of that, and I entered the American Royal in Kansas City. 551 teams and one British team, and they had pork ribs, they had pork butt or shoulder, they had chicken, there was a dessert category, there was a potato category, there was a sauce category, and we didn't do too well in the meats, but we did well in the potato category and the sauce category. But I just threw it together, and I've no idea to this day what was in it. But one of those things. But we did win the potato category. Everyone else did potato salad. Can you imagine 500 lots of potato salad? Rather boring. I did a sweet potato cheesecake. Just something a little bit novel. That's what it's about. So you're trying the sauce now. Try the cold one first, then the hot one. And does the hot one taste better than the cold one? Brilliant. And so you can imagine when you brush that on to your meat, whatever you've got. So I've got a chimichurri style glaze here that I'm just going to brush onto the lamb. It's got quite a lot of oil in it. Lamb sort of really soaks up and really benefits from a bit of oil. So I'm going to brush that onto the lamb. And this one's got a little bit of a kick. This is the beef. Now you might think the outside looks quite dark, quite black. It's what we call a bark in the barbecue world. There's a whole host of words. We don't call these barbecues, we call them pits. There's a whole terminology we use. So that's looking really, really good. So the sauce, yeah, really, really important. Now I'm going to share a top tip with you. Now you must all promise me that you won't tell anyone. You know, I don't want this to go outside Blenheim Palace. Get one of these hand sprayers from your garden greenhouse. Spray it on any meat. Beef, lamb, chicken, pork. It does two things. It keeps the meat moist and it gives it a lovely caramelization. But that's top secret. So, and don't be frightened to use it. It won't impart an apple flavour. Just apple juice. Ordinary, you know, unsweetened apple juice. Absolutely perfect. Nothing else works. Pineapple burns, water saturates, beer doesn't work, wine, just ordinary unsweetened apple juice. It won't impart an apple flavour. Cider will do, which can be nice on pork. But yeah, just ordinary apple juice. So yeah, I'm just going to pop this and finish. This is so tender, this lamb. I'm just going to finish this off, and the beef as well. And we'll let you try this with your lunch. The guys here have got a great barbecue lunch ahead of us. Oops. Wow. Lovely beef. Let's give it a good spray. Really, really nice. Good. There are a number of things, people always say, you know, oh, I don't get that smokiness from a gas barbecue. Rubbish. I don't think there's any difference between gas and charcoal. Now the purists out there will hate me for saying that, but if I cooked a chicken breast on gas or charcoal, they would taste the same. I think it's about what you do with the food, how you marinate it. Yes, I'm not saying that different flavoured woods don't add something, but we can, you know, you can use things like these wood sheets. You can get in a number of flavours, cedar, apple, oak, smoky woods like mesquite and hickory. Just soak them in a bit of water or apple juice. Then take your fish, whatever, or meat or whatever you're cooking, but fish in particular works really well. Pop on a bit of salmon, a glaze, you know, whole grain mustard, bit of sugar, put that onto the barbecue, and as it cooks, it will cook the fish slowly and give it a nice bit of smokiness. I'm honoured today. Bill has come flown over from Canada, and my two other judges are from the Craft Guild of Chefs. And I did a demonstration for them at Hotel Olympia, and I remember doing this with these wood sheets. And so I had the finished fish on there, and I just put it out for people to look at, and they could try the fish if they wanted to. Well, I was over here, and the fish was here, and one lady came up, took the whole thing, and ate the wood. And, well, I was right over here, and I just looked over, and she was munching away at the wood. And I thought, do I say anything? Or, you know, so I went over and I said, oh, I better tap that back. She said, well, it's a bit crunchy. But you've got to warn your guests sometimes. But yeah, flavoured woods, they're definitely something you can add. You can put a smoke box on to your barbecue as well. Especially with this one with the lid. You can have a smoke box, a little tin with some wood chips in, close it up, and it will smoke whatever you're cooking. So our meat's really nice. We'll just give them another little spray. And just a little glaze as well. So that's good. Right, let's get on with the cocktail, because it's hot. And would you like a barbecue cocktail?
Yes.
Well, it'll be brilliant. All right. Well, I'm not Tom Cruise, I must warn you now. But for this, some nice peaches. A lot of fruit are great on the barbecue. Peaches, pineapple, a lot of citrus fruits are really good. Strawberries, you know, the big strawberries are really good on the barbecue. For this, I need some limes, pineapple, a drop of bourbon whiskey, bit of juice, that's good, and some thyme. So what I'm going to do is just take out the stone, put some peaches into there. We'll put a squeeze of the lemon juice. These are dried out in the sun. Not to worry. We'll get the zest in there. Sprig of thyme, and juice. Great. Girls, could you get the ice from in there? Crushed, please, and put it in the glasses for me. A drop of bourbon whiskey. I was lucky enough to compete at the Jack Daniel's Barbecue Championship in Tennessee. It's like stepping back in time over there. You know, your mobile phone doesn't work for 30 miles. And when you drive up, there's a sign which says 451 inhabitants, and it's crossed out 450. It's very funny because it's a dry county, yet they make all this whiskey, but there's nowhere to buy it or drink it, apart from the site. But we did quite well that year. We won the I Know Jack About Grilling contest. It's a bit like Ready Steady Cook, where they give you a mystery box. A bit like today, you guys, what you're doing, you've got an hour to cook. So they give us these ingredients. So there were two of us in the team, so I said, well, I'll do the cooking. Matthew, you do all the presentation, that kind of thing. So we did a steak, we did a twice-baked jacket potato, cooked the jacket potato, scooped out the potato, put in some cheese on the top. Halloumi cheese is lovely, because it melts really well on the barbecue. We put in some peppers, some bacon, put the potato back in, and served it on the plate. It looked quite boring, until you sliced open the potato, then wow, that cheese just melted, looked really good. We did steak, I even did pancakes on the barbecue. You know, it's so versatile, you can do nearly anything. So a little bit of ice in there. I think I've got everything. So, oh yes, what a professional. So let's see how this looks. All looking good. Let's grab one of the pineapple. And here's one I prepared earlier for the girls here. So, would someone like to try my cocktail? Here we go. You're welcome. What I've done with the rim, I've coated the rim with some of the barbecue rub. So, yeah, nice. Oh, good. Excellent, excellent. Well, we'll get a drink for everyone here, so you can all try it. A bit of grilled pineapple, some grilled peaches. I'll just do some now. That knife would be better. Pineapple's absolutely great on the barbecue. It caramelizes so well. We'll just stick that straight on. Get some nice char grilled lines as well. The peach. Stick that on. We'll do another one. Take out the pit. So yeah, well, just let that cook for a little bit longer. Meat's doing really well. I'll just pass some I've done earlier over to these girls. If you could pour them out, that'd be great. Brilliant. So how are we doing for time? Because I know the guys are keen to get started.
We've got about 5 minutes to go.
5 minutes, okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So have you finished then? Have you...
No, nearly, very nearly.
We've got diarrhea.
Yes. I know, I'll just wrap up.
Would you?
Yes. Honestly, I will. So, yeah, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Hope that's given you a quick flavour into barbecuing. Well, I'll let you try the beef and the lamb with your lunch. I know you're going to love it. That's really delicious. Come on over to the table now and enjoy a barbecue cocktail. And if you've got any questions, especially on the Crown Verity barbecues, I'd be delighted to talk to you about them. They really are the best barbecues in the world. And thank you very much.
Good. Thank you, Barbecue Ben.